Tonight, the crowd is filled with white and black jerseys as people have come in support of Juventus, but not just the team, their favorite players, Weston McKennie and Tim Weah. Peytn-Omaree Smith, and I'm here in the Hill Fieldhouse where the energy is electrifying after the Morgan State's acrobatic and tumbling team just made history by being the first ever HBCU to compete in the National Collegiate Acrobatic and Tumbling Association. Chelsea, Fluminense, PSG, and Real Madrid, four of the biggest soccer teams in the world, have traveled to Jersey to fight for the next Club Cup. Fans from all over have packed out the MetLife Stadium to see will their team bring it home. By a 1-8 conference record, the team is keeping its opponents on their toes. In the match versus third-ranked Delaware State, the Bears came out hot and won the first two sets. But still fell short in the end. The last three sets were close, with the Bears falling by a few points. Head coach Ziamore Ortiz said she plans to hone in on heavy hitters to secure the win in these type of tight games.
I mean, we're utilizing our two libero jerseys right now, so one that can be a little bit more sound on the serve-receive side, and then a different lib who has a little bit more defensive edge. And then on top of that, we are trying to look at all opportunities for our offense. Like I said, at the end of the day, it comes closer to how can we put the ball on the floor, sooner than the opponent in these tight matches. And so I think we've made some adjustments from a setting standpoint, which setters are up, who's with what hitter, and I think we'll look to make some adjustments to that moving forward as well.
As the team continues to excel defensively in games, practices will be more devoted to offensive play. The MEAC tournament opens on November 22nd. Coach Ortiz said close regular season matches have equipped the Bears to perform well in the postseason. The Bears continue conference play this Friday when they travel to North Carolina Central University. You can catch the Bears back at Hill Fieldhouse on November 8th when they play the conference's top team, Howard University. As key players for both the U.S. men's national team and Juventus, they built solid reputations based on talent and plenty of sweat equity. Over the years, their value has appreciated as professional in Serie A, Italy's Premier League. This week, the duo helped Juventus during the group stage of the FIFA Club World Cup. They are both on leave from their duties with the U.S. men's team as they fill commitments to Juventus.
It's an amazing opportunity, obviously, especially being in America. I think that's what's most exciting about it. You get to play games against teams you don't normally play against.
McKennie and Weah embody a new generation of American talent participating in the global game and making an impact. They're proving that American players can thrive at clubs with Champion League's pedigree, that they can compete with and even outshine players from traditional soccer nations. Off the field, their friendship has also made headlines. They celebrated together and supported each other publicly, all while representing the U.S. with pride and personality.
Me and Tim. I think Tim is funny in a certain type of way. I'm just funny where it's whether they laugh at me or with me, it's one of the two.
Their bond translates to the game and their mutual desire to win for club and country. The 2026 World Cup is a year away. The United States, Canada, and Mexico will host 48 teams. Focus will shift to veterans like McKennie and Weah to lead a talented U.S. squad on home soil. They're no longer the future of American soccer, they're the present. And if trajectory continues, they should be key in the conversation for the U.S. as it vies for a first World Cup. McKennie brings grit and leadership to the midfield. He breaks attacks, launching forward with purpose or sometimes finishing chances himself. His presence in the midfield is undeniable. Growing up in Texas and spending formative years in Germany, McKennie developed a unique blend of American toughness and European technicality. His rise to the Schalke youth system to become a Bundesliga mainstay was a testament to his work ethic and talent. His move to Juventus in 2020 marked another major headline, making him one of the first American stars to sign with an elite European club. On the national team, McKennie is more than a midfielder. A consistent presence in World Cup qualifiers, Nation League finals, and friendlies against the European powerhouses. He plays with passion and purpose. His emotional connection to the crest, coupled with his ability to rally teammates, makes him an essential figure in the U.S. men's national team's resurgence.
I'll play any position you want me to play. As long as I'm playing, I'm happy. If you put me even goalkeeper and you tell me I'm starting there, I'll play it. At least I'm on the field. And I just want to do the best that I can to help the team and to win games.
Weah brings a different kind of fire. He's the son of Liberian legend and Ballon d'Or winner George Weah. Timothy was born into the game, but he's never let his last name define him. From his early days in the PSG Academy to his breakout games with Celtic and Lille, he's found his own lane. Weah values as a wingback come with his versatility. Coaches trust him to execute with precision and endless energy. He covers ground, tracks back, and regroups for the attack. He proved himself in League One, in European competitions, and now in Italy's top team. On the U.S. team, Weah's speed keeps defenses honest, and his foot creates caution. He scored one of the most memorable goals for the USA at the 2022 World Cup, announcing himself on the world stage. The story of Weston McKennie and Tim Weah is still being written, but if the first chapters are any indication, it's a legacy that could transform the way that the world sees soccer. As the FIFA Club World Cup continues, prominent graphics flash across the jumbotrons and goal line signage. A bold "No to Racism" message marked with an X greets fans. Racism isn't a new social issue and certainly not on the soccer pitch. But now, FIFA, the sport's governing body, says it's taking stronger steps to combat discrimination in the game. Reports show racism in soccer has increased, and anecdotal evidence points to the human toll on players who experience racism on the pitch. Kick It Out, British soccer anti-discrimination organization, recorded reports of 1,007 total incidents in 2022 through 2023, 65% higher than the previous year. Almost half of these incidents involved racism. These incidents span throughout the entire pyramid, from grassroots park pitches to the Premier League and Women's Super League. Inside the professional game alone, reports climbed to 484, a jump of 27%. Online abuse was the fastest growing category, up 279%, while reports of sexism and misogyny quadrupled. Each figure represents a real fan, player, or official who felt targeted and took the extra step to report it. Kick It Out notes that the reports per incident rate rose for a fourth straight season, signaling that fans and players are increasingly willing to speak up. So how is FIFA responding? Consider FIFA's overhauled anti-racism protocol, a policy package adopted last year and now part of the global rulebook. At the 74th FIFA Congress in Bangkok, officials unveiled a 5-pillar system aimed at rooting out racism. First, the cross-wrist gesture. Players or referees signal incidents by forming an X with their forearms. Second, a 3-step response. Referee may pause, suspend, or abandon a match if abuse continues. Third, stronger sanctions. Minimum bans rise from 5 to 10 games, fines up to $5 million. 4. Mandatory national alignment. All 211 member associations must incorporate the updated code. And lastly, a former player oversight panel, designed to monitor compliance and support victims. The goal is universal: zero tolerance on paper and on grass. The protocol's first major test arrived on June 22nd at the Club World Cup in Charlotte. During stoppage time, Real Madrid defender Antonio Rucker reported a racial slur from Pachuca captain Gustavo Cabral. Referee Ramon Abati crossed his arms, halting play and formally activating the protocol. The match resumed and ended 3-1 for Madrid, but FIFA launched disciplinary proceedings 48 hours later. Cabral faced the new 10-match minimum if the claim is upheld, and his club risks heavy fines. Charlotte stopped at step 1, but the incident marks a crucial proof of concept for FIFA's new rules. The Kick It Out report shows discrimination isn't just persisting, it's growing. The Charlotte incident shows the protocol can be deployed rapidly, yet advocacy groups warn that consistent enforcement, transparent sanctions, and public education will determine whether these measures are more than symbolic. With the 2026 World Cup on the horizon, much of it to be played on North American soil, FIFA and national leagues are under pressure to prove that the cross-arm gesture leads to real consequences. Until then, the rising report numbers remind us that the fight against racism remains a 90-minute issue and an everyday one.